First of all, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. I used to see occasionally you see these YouTube channels that will have the small channels like this one. They'll have like free prizes where they'll give out whatever, every just to get more eyeballs and clicks. And I thought that seems so pathetically desperate. Just grow the channel naturally. And then I started looking around at the bookshelves and realizing, I've got graphic novels. There's two of the Walking Dead series, and tons of zombie books and things. I thought, giving them away would be great, just to get rid of them. So I think in the future, yeah, I probably will do something like that. Have a drawing or something where people can win graphic novels, just because I'd like to get rid of them, or give them to someone at least who will appreciate them. Anyway, it just occurred to me that Miss Marvel is Muslim. Do they ever show her praying 5 times a day? It seems odd that they would skip over something that is such a huge part of her life. I was thinking she should throw in some classic Muslim phrases, by the beard of the Prophet, and when she charges into battle, she could shout, "I am going to jihad all up in your grill," and of course, Allah Akbar. It seems odd that they use Inshallah, but leave out Allah Akbar. I guess that they are leaving out Quran 434. The comic could be called Two Men with B Cups Fly Around in a Non-Offensive Manner. The first page, and keep in mind, everyone in this comic is ugly. But I don't think it's on purpose. It's just that the artist sucks. I don't like saying that, but there's no way around it. The art sucks, the artist isn't ready for the big league. But to be fair, Marvel isn't really the big leagues anymore. And Marvel team-ups definitely isn't the big league. In comparison, I read a Batman yesterday. It felt like it was written by adults for adults, while Marvel is written by bitter old cat ladies who finally remember their edgy college protest days where they stunningly and bravely kissed a girl while stoned out of their minds. Marvel is at the level where it should be passed out on the short bus, except that the women who are drawn as men would confuse the kids. I imagine kids honestly asking, why are the women so ugly? Well, Billy, it's because of the patriarchy. But that doesn't make sense. Billy, what if I told you that 2 plus 2 equals 5? Say what? Billy, don't make me send you to room 101 where a rat is going to chew off your face. You're right. 2 plus 2 equals 5, and this comic is stunning and brave. Re the patriarchy. Check that out. Almost looks like they're giving her a beer belly because, stunning and brave. Reading Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel probably causes brain damage. Anyway, the first page, I saw the... let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this guy. This guy right here. This guy. I saw this robot and I thought, wow, they found Tim Doyle's butt plug. I mean, when he isn't busy playing Pokemon and threatening to sodomize your pets, or threatening Tug and his children, or threatening Mitch Breitweiser's wife, or threatening Ethan Van Sciver, or your boy Zach, he is a busy guy. But I digress. So after Tim Doyle's butt plug beats up Mark Waid with a mustache, try to get that image out of your head. Oh, keep in mind, almost every blonde-haired person in this comic is legally retarded, because white people are the worst, am I right? There is a scene where the transgender Miss Marvel corrects someone's spelling for absolutely no reason. It's like they had space that needed to be filled with pointless dialogue. By the way, warehouse is one word. Yes, I think everyone knows that. This scene didn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know how old Miss Marvel is supposed to be, but maybe 16, which means she would probably have two kids by now if she was in her home country. But believe it or not, high school juniors and seniors are almost at their full height, and they definitely have breasts. Most of them have been fully developed women for years. Now, Miss Marvel is not a little girl biologically. She's a mature adult human female. But for some reason, she is drawn as a little boy. Of course, the usual tropes are present. The breasts and butt are hidden and de-emphasized as much as possible. Marvel is really trying to include as many women as they can, but for some reason they insist on making them look transgender. It's almost as if they have a creepy agenda. Insert the meme about the black guy scratching his head. There is a scene where a blonde idiot... Well, let's focus on this. What happened? What happened to my breasts? Why did you draw me like this, because there's someone standing over the artist with a whip who, if he gets out of line, he'll get the hose again. That's a man. That is a man with long hair. That's a man, I guess, post-op. He got usually, I don't know, if you're going to go post-op, would you get C cups or B cups? I don't know how much, because they're just putting saline or silicone under your chest tissue. So I don't know how they craft breasts out of that. I mean, you might not even have the skin available to make. I don't know how that works. I don't know how do they get the curve of the skin right to make breasts when there are none. Anyway, they put this man in a wig, and they give him a camel toe for some reason. That's weird. The blonde idiot sitting around the table. There's a scene where the blonde idiot is talking to Kamala's parents, and Miss Marvel is next to her mom. Check that out. But her mom is normal size, but Kamala is like a tiny child next to her. And actually, the mom, if you the average age of each generation in Pakistan is probably very, very young. They're having kids very, very young. So the mom is actually drawn older than she would be if she had her first kid at 12, 15, something. So they're drawing her like a little kid. I'm not sure why they do that. If she's in high school, then most girls are as tall as their mom by then. Then there's this flashback scene. This whole dinner scene is just this blonde white woman is just silly Billy dumb. It's amazing how they managed to build a civilization at all. Anyway, there's this fight scene with the mom or the dad. You decide. It's a flashback where Captain Marvel is remembering how her mom was killed when they were doing battle, because women are not only known for their propensity for violence and their burning desire to enter combat, except Captain Marvel calls this long-haired man, who is clearly her father, her mom. I'm not saying that because she has small B cups. I'm saying that because she has no breasts at all, literally no mammary glands. That creature with the green hat on is her mom, fighting a bad guy or girl who actually has breasts. That is her mom right there. How is that your mom? Even Captain Marvel has larger breasts than that. This is just stupid. There's Captain Marvel without a mouth or breasts or butt, whatever. Nothing matters. And of course, there is endless validation of Kamala, who is amazing at almost everything she does. There's a weird scene where Mrs. Blonde No Breasts is telling Kamala to be proud of her heritage, proud of being from Pakistan. But they left Pakistan because it sucks. So did most of our families. Our homelands sucked, so we came to the greatest country in the world. But what Mrs. Blonde No Butt is saying is, it's great to be proud of your homeland, which of course applies to Swedish people, English, French, European people, the people of the light. Somehow, I think Marvel would disagree with me. I looked down and realized that my shirt has an American flag on it. Then there is a predictable battle scene between Team B Cups versus Tim Doyle's butt plug. That's just silly Billy. They're flying around and she's carrying her while she has a tablet on. Where did our butts go? I don't know. She's you might as well put her Miss Marvel in a burqa. You put her in tights and kind of a dress with tights under a dress, because heaven forbid you catch a flash of anything. So they double bagged her, sort of thing. Why not just put her in a full burqa? You want to. You're thinking about it. Just commit to the bit. That's a woman, I think. She has the curved hips and a suggestion of breasts. Okay, she's a skinny woman. I get it. But then you get to the lantern jaw. No, that's not what a woman looks like. That's definitely not what a woman looks like. That's what a bad artist look like. Where's this fight scene? Oh, they fight Tim Doyle's butt plug. But you know that the breastless Marvels can't be hurt because that would make the writer racist and misogynist. So there is zero tension. But I find myself rooting for Tim Doyle's butt plug. Yeah, Tim Doyle's butt plug. Destroy them. Oops, wrong imagery. I hope this isn't my own dark roast. Anyway, another butt plug shows up, but this one has attached clitoral stimulators. I realize that it's a hell of an assumption to assume Captain Marvel has a clitoris, but they effortlessly defeat the sex toy duo. In fact, the fight is so easy that the ladies are able to have a normal conversation while they fight the patriarchy. It's as if the writer missed the class on how to create tension. If nothing matters, if there are no stakes, then why am I reading this? Nothing matters, what's the point? Even when she takes a hit, she takes a laser blast or something, doesn't hurt her, doesn't phase her, doesn't singe the uniform, doesn't do anything. It can't. It can't. They're literal, they have plot armor. There's nothing nothing defeats plot armor. It's the best kind to have. You know what I think it is? The battle scenes don't matter to the, okay, now you just took her breasts away completely in that scene. But at least you gave her nice arms. The battle scenes don't matter to the writer. They only include them because they have to. The most important thing to the writer is the dialogue that validates Kamala. Their fight against the sex toys is so boring, they are talking about video games. In the next issue, they will talk about the importance of high-fiber diet to proper colon care. I don't understand how this completely tensionless story made it past the editor. Oh, that's right, the editors are also NPCs. Then this dude with green boots and gloves. Okay, she looks like she's trying anal for the first time, and she's not sure if she likes it. She's thinking about it. It's partially enjoyable, but it's a little weird. All right, the green dude with the green gloves and the boots shows up. I realized that Cyberfrog had come to rescue the cat ladies from the butt plugs. Anyway, you would have been better off spending your $4 on a joint and going for a hike than spending your $4 on this garbage. Or, well, I won't say that. I had a joke planned about committing hate crimes, but I won't say it because I'll probably get in trouble for it. Though this comic could probably be considered a hate crime or maybe a war crime. It probably violates the Hague, the convention, Geneva, maybe. This looks good. Why don't you do more of this? Except, notice, even in this, at least the faces look good and the coloring looks really good. It's a bright, cheerful, good image, right? But they wear their breasts. Oh, they have their hands in front of their breasts every single time. But at least they gave her a hint of hips. But, you know, Kamala, of course, is covered up because of, 434. She will be beaten. She disobeys her parents. But at least, they made the faces pretty. But, of course, they took their breasts away because, for some reason, women are not allowed to have anything more than a B cup in the Marvel Universe. Anyway, find a better way to spend your $4 and like, comment, and subscribe.